This is the Garmin-Asus nüvifone M20. It was announced in February of 2009 at Mobile World Congress. It is a Windows Mobile 6.1 OS, like you can tell from the top left corner. One of the nice things about this phone is that we have gone through and we've really tried to customize the UI to make it really friendly, like finger friendly. So here at the bottom, of course, you see call and search and view map. If you go under search, that's going to be where you'll see your traditional GPS features like your points of interest and such. So you can search for a restaurant or a hotel, gas station, whatever you might want to navigate to. And then when you are navigating, your map would show up and it would look something like this, and it would give you your turn-by-turn voice prompted directions. One of the great things is that all the maps and the points of interest are preloaded onto the device, and so what that means for the end user is that there won't be that lag time while you're pinging the server trying to download maps. Everything resides on the phone. As I mentioned, we have gone through and we've really tried to customize the UI to make it really finger friendly. So for example, here on the keyboard, the buttons are a lot larger, so you wouldn't have to use a stylus if you didn't want to. It does have a stylus here on the bottom of the device if you wanted to use that. And then the phone does do everything in portrait as well as landscape mode. So you could flip the phone and you would have a keyboard in landscape. Of course, it has a full-feature web browser, a 3-megapixel camera and such. Connected services is another unique feature on this phone, where you'll get some real-time information like traffic and weather, fuel prices. Chow is a friend-finding application so that you can go out and you can see exactly where your friends are located at, and then you can navigate towards them.
They have to have a Garmin device as well?
They don't have to have a Garmin. They would just need to be members of a social networking site like Buddy Beacon or Gypsy, and that is expandable. So for example, here you can see that Trip is out watching Oprah, and if we looked on the map, then we would see exactly where Trip is located. So if we were out driving by here, then we could go join Trip and watch the show if we wanted to.
Cool.
And then we'll back out. One of the other great things about the nüvifone is it does come with a car mount, and so here on the bottom side is where you'll see the mount, and you would be able to mount that into your car and then drive with it if you were wanting it to give you turn-by-turn directions.
Is it mounting horizontal?
Yeah, it'll mount horizontally. And then here's your 3-megapixel camera on the back.
Cool. What is the internal memory and processor information?
I don't know. It's on the press kit, but I don't recall off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let me see the bottom of it. Yeah, sure. You've got a USB connection to your PC and the stylus, and on the left side, stylus. Is that the volume right there?
Yes, that is the volume, and then that's the top of it. The other side, there's a lock button right there so that you don't hit it.
Does it have an external or an internal in a micro SD slot or anything?
Yes,
for
internal micro SD.
Okay, and that's under the battery compartment.
Correct.
Okay, cool.